What's up, guys? Welcome to Soul at Home.
Weather's not too great, but we're starting the week off with an awesome benchmark. That benchmark is Nancy. Nancy is 5 rounds, 4 time of 400-meter run and 15 overhead squats. Now, we've seen this workout quite a bit, so for those of you that are keeping track of your scores, we've developed this chart right up here. Where do you fall under? Now, for those of you that need help with overhead squats,
Namaste.
Let's go learn them.
let's do it.
All right, guys, no matter which version of the overhead squat we're doing, whether it's 2 hands, single arm, whatever it is, the common factor across all of them is our thoracic mobility. Our T-spine, upper back mobility has to be on point. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on for today. Nice, easy warm-up into this is gonna be a scorpion complex. So you'll start off actually face down on the wet ground with your arms out into a T position. Thanks, Sean. So you'll roll over to one side, get a scorpion stretch. Stretching on his right shoulder right here. Roll over to the opposite side. Make sure you're trying to bring that back foot all the way across and flatten it out behind you. And then roll up to center, bring your hands right by your ribs and press up into a cobra stretch. Now, if your shoulders are really, really tight, you might want to try doing that just on forearms first. You'll be a little bit lower and not in as much extension. You can do this for sets and reps, and once this becomes easy, we have to scale it up a little bit. So next thing we're gonna talk about is shoulder stretch on the box. Sean's gonna start off with just his palms on the box, knees right under his hips, and then focus on getting his chest through towards the ground. Just a couple of things we're working on, stretching out the triceps and lats and trying to make this angle as straight as possible. If it's like this and you can get your head all the way through, you can take it a little bit farther and then get your elbows to the box. Now when you're doing this, we're in like a pull-up grip, not very, very wide on your box or chair. And aside from the tricep and lat stretch that we're getting here, you're also starting to mobilize your upper back, your T-spine. If you start to hollow and arch, go ahead and flex and extend your upper back real quick. It's just like slight hollow arches. You're also gonna be using this as an upper back mobility drill. All right, go ahead and relax. Make sure when you're doing those, you're breathing nice and naturally, consistently to try to open up through the upper back. Now, there's also a couple things we can do with the PVCs. Normally everyone grabs these and just starts doing pass-throughs right off the bat. It is a good warm-up for the shoulders, for the overhead position, but there are also a couple things you can do that are a bit more effective. Mind getting back on that ground for us?
Sure.
First thing you're gonna do is get back down to that prone position, so facing down. Now Sean's gonna bring his grip back into a pull-up grip. If you're really wide, like in a snatch or overhead grip, this is gonna be too simple, but you wanna be a little bit more narrow and just raise that PVC up a couple inches off the ground. All you're trying to do is get your arm past your ear while maintaining a tight core. It's a lot harder than it looks. Definitely gonna be an awesome warm-up for the shoulders and upper back. All right, go ahead and rest. And then the last thing we want to talk about is slow controlled overhead squats with a PVC or a broomstick or whatever you have available. You're gonna maintain tension overhead on that PVC by pulling it apart and trying to bend it and bow it out. So arms are gonna stay engaged, shoulders are gonna stay active. And you're gonna go ahead and give us a couple slow controlled reps. Your main focus here is that PVC or whatever object you have overhead is over your center of gravity the entire time. Can you show us some from the side angle? If at any point you feel it start to come forward, just go ahead and stop, slow it down, take it even lighter, and slow that movement down until you have perfect form.
Good?
I think so.
Damn it, it's so